going on, Legion? Azrael here, like always. And if you're new, anytime we ever do anything scary, we dim the lights. Personally, because I want to make sure the clip you're watching, if it's dark, if it's whatever in a cave, let's say, that you guys can see it just as clearly as I can. And sometimes having a big bright background with a white wall doesn't really help the visual cue. So let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's scary, man. It's Leatherface, the new one. The remake, reboot, redo. I don't really know how they're going about it. So let's get a little dimmer here. Oh, geez, it's a lot dimmer. And, yeah. All right, let's go. Not the greatest quality of clip, so sorry for that. Oh, shit.
You let those boys go this instant.
Don't count on it, Verna.
You see them do something wrong? No, I didn't think so. You uncuffed him, you let him out of the car.
No. He's staying right there.
What for?
He's not under arrest. He's under protection from you.
What are you talking about?
I can't count how many crime scenes I've been to where there just happen to be Sawyers there already. Them kids ain't safe with you.
Poor shit.
Send some units over to the Sawyer house. You round up all the miners. I want all of them. You hear me?
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, I'll have a warrant that says I can by the time we arrive. It's called child endangerment. You take one of mine, and I'll take all yours, Verna.
Oh, did his son get killed by them?
All of them.
Huh. Is that what happened? Did they kill his child? Yeah, those people are fucked up. Fuck them, you know. I mean, if they knew what was going on, they wouldn't just arrest them. They freaking execute all those people because those people are fucking crazy. Those people are weirdos. Psychopaths. I'm hoping that... I don't know if this is, like I said, a remake, redo, whatever. It looks good. It doesn't look like they're really going to ruin this. Like when they redid... was it... Actually, I think it was... Wait, was it Leatherface? Actually, it might have been the Jason redo, I believe, that had... The douchey guy, the stupid idiot from Supernatural, the tall one, Moose, what's his face? Yeah, I believe that was a Jason movie. I don't think that was Leatherface. Was that Leatherface? It might have been Leatherface. I don't think it was. I think it was the redo of Jason, and that was just shitty. There's like these categories that you have. There is the under budget people, like Paranormal Activity. When that first started, that was found footage. So that was maybe not cheap, but it was cheaper than, like, say, the first Conjuring movie. There's the Conjuring category, and then there's, like, the paranormal category, or the Blair, let's call it the Blair Witch, because that's the originator, the first found footage for the most part. The biggest found footage, the most popular found footage. There's these two camps. Then you get these weird, like, in between, like, Unfriended, or the new one coming out, Friend Request, or some stupid shit. You get The Conjuring, you get Insidious, you get these big budget scary movies that are actually scary. And then sometimes you get, like, the subculture, whether it's a legitimate scary movie or a slasher movie. A lot of them end up being remakes of the slasher movies, so you get Rob Zombie making Halloween. You get whoever the fuck making Jason again. The new Leatherfaces. These are slasher movies with, like, bigger movie budgets. So then you get actual, like, actors, not unknowns. You get actors doing these reboots, these cult classics, and you're remaking them with a budget and with this ability, you know, to do stuff. And I think that ruins it. I think that the remakes, I think The Hills Have Eyes was kind of in between a good and a bad movie with a budget, but still very, like, gory, Saw kind of esque movie, slasher elements. Although, you know, and then the, like, Devil's Rejects was another more budgeted slasher thing. And so it's really weird. If you do something with the big budget and it's bad, it goes in its another category of something else, which is just bad scary movies. Like James Dean Morgan, though he was in that one movie where the fingers came out of the daughter's throat And that was kind of like a not so great scary movie. Or the other one, which was what was it? The one with Ethan Hawke, not Insidious, Sinister, which was a hybrid of like found footage but not found footage, with a known actor in a big budget scary movie that didn't really come off as a super scary movie. It came off as a very creepy kind of like action movie almost, or survival movie. It wasn't the traditional like Conjuring, I think, is the good embodiment, just like The Exorcist, of budgeted scary movies that are actually scary. Because the more crystal clear the film and the picture without the darkness, it's usually not done well. So you look at The Conjuring, I believe it was like The Conjuring 1, where that person got dragged across that like kitchen area, and it was the lights were on and he got dragged across, and that was pretty creepy, right? Sinister is just it's like supposed to be a scary movie, but it has so much, it has like a big name, like a really big name in it. And it's again another category of like scary movies where it's a lot of like their daytime lives and the nighttime is shit. When you get like Conjuring focuses a little bit on what's going on in the daytime. The first one definitely had a lot of daytime aspects, but a lot of weird shit was still happening. And then like Amityville had its moments of the daytime, but it had really long nighttime scenes. It was primarily at night where all the shit was happening. And again, that was a not big budget, but it was a budgeted movie that came out very well. And the older you get, the worse the film looks, and then you get the whole oldies but goodies, right? So when you get a movie that's made today that is kind of crappy quality, but it's creepy, it's because they had a lot of shadow, a lot of darkness to their movie, and you don't get to see a lot of the actual evil. It's like the Blair Witch, where you don't actually see any of the evil, it's just happening. The people are portraying it. And in The Conjuring and Insidious, you see the evil, and it's creepy, but it's done right. It's honestly, and I think the people that really set the trend for quality movies, even with a big name or not, was not only The Ring, but The Grudge. And I don't mean the Japanese versions, because those didn't mean anything to the people in America. It was the American remakes that made that genre in America popular, because it had Sarah Michelle Gellar as the main girl for the first one, second one, I believe. And even though it had a prominent actor in it, just like maybe not Ethan Hawke quality, let's say, but still somebody and back then Buffy was still the big thing. You know, she was still riding that wave. She's still known for a lot of other stuff, and she was in it, and it was good quality. But but you saw the evil. The evil was portrayed by an entity, and it was creepy, and that I think is the foundation to the new age of good quality and scary, which is what I think Conjuring is under. Which, even though The Exorcist and Amityville are so old that the footage isn't the best, at the time it was good footage for its era. And it was maybe not crazy, but if it was low budget, it would have been like Michael Myers, Halloween's, and all that stuff, where there's this person in a mask. And then there's like the new Insidious movie where you actually see the mask and it looks pretty cheesy. Annabelle, that's another version of actually seeing the creature, but it's in the shadows, or it's done well. The cinematography is done well. So there's found footage, then there's the good quality and scary, there's the good quality and bad, like Sinister, and then there's like everything else, the niche stuff, Unfriended for the social media kids and all that bullshit. I don't know, it's a whole big thing, and this one looks like it's, and then there's of course the slasher genre, the reboot slasher genre with an actual budget, main actors usually, or prominent known actors, and crystal clear quality. What made freaking Leatherface 1, 2, and whatever good is that it was dark. You couldn't see the creature fully or the dude in the human mask. And it was gory. But when you take that gory and you crystal clear it all up, where you get to see the blood and get to see the gore up close, you got to make it look real, not fake. And then when you put real actors in there, you go, oh, that's just so-and-so from that show pretending to be scared when he's a freaking demon hunter, fighting Satan in his other show, right? So slasher movies, I don't think, should ever have a prominent known person as the victim. It just doesn't work. And then you got the It, and it's its own thing. It is like a good version of Chucky. Chucky goes into the slasher film. It, the remake, does not. It goes in the psychological era. And I'm going to stop rambling on. Those are my beliefs. That's what I think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Later.